All right, guys. All right, so I'm really excited to be able to share the mats with these guys again here and share the stuff. So I come into our normal judo grips, okay? Normal judo grips, so make a grip with you. And you see, neither one of us have any advantage, right? We're both the same, okay? So we can start like this. And we can personalize this a little bit as well. I like to do this way, like easy grip for me to make, right on the sleeve here. So the grip that I was grabbing his elbow, I'm gonna change to grab the sleeve in the kind of like a rolling grip style, like this, okay? We can also do this side, but I find it a little easier to work this side. Because this grip is really easy to break on my elbow as I step back and break it here. Right away, I'm gonna come back for 2-on-1 grip from standing, okay? So we're gonna just find this very simple scenario here where I'm grabbing, he's holding strong, I get this grip here, I'm gonna roll my palm into the inside of his cuff here so I can kind of almost do like an open hand strike forward, and of course I open, and as if you want to like elbow someone in the head behind you, okay? Really strong to break this grip. As I come back, I'm dragging this one across and making a grip. I don't have to like think like I'm gonna pull him off his feet, no, I'm just gonna take him off center, right? Here we're square and it's very easy, right? But as soon as I have him like this, it changes the whole dynamic and the ways that he can find a way to attack. For example, I have now a much more dominant grip than he does. Okay, this is a fairly easy way to grip. Okay, and notice how I'm grabbing the material here. So somewhere between the elbow and armpit, wherever you feel strong here, we're giving a little pull here and a little like a stiff arm here. So we're not using a lot of strength on this arm. We're just going to keep your arms straight. Okay. As I keep my arms straight, I'm not super strong here to stop him, but along with this one, it becomes very strong. Okay, sometimes I put my head inside as well. Okay, so I can use my head as an additional shield. Okay, if he decides he wants to like shoot for a double leg, all of his wrestling is kind of destroyed, right? Think about your single leg, double leg. If you want to try any of those above, I'm using his own arm as like a shield against him. Like I'm holding that shield in front of him. Okay. We're here. So we're just going to play with this a little bit, feel a little dominant here. Imagine he wants to pull guard right now. He's not like this position, he's going to pull guard immediately. Like very easy for me to kind of direct the direction that he's going to go. But what we're going to do is just pull guard here, okay? And as we pull guard, we're going to pull guard, I'm going to pull guard. I'm going to pull guard on the same side as the arm I have, okay, with this leg. So I'm going to put that foot on the hip. As I go, I'm going to exhale and let my head kind of open to the side. Okay, I'm going to recognize that, of course, this is his weak side now because I have this grip, and this is obviously stronger because he has that hand free. I'm not controlling him, right? So it's really important that I don't allow that hand to have access to anything that's really sensitive here, right? I'm not worried about him grabbing this leg, but this one, I want to keep far away from him at the beginning, okay? Because as you pull guard, that's usually the moment when things are a bit undefined and he can make a quick move around. But because this leg is so far open, he cannot, right? For example, if I was to pull and he wants to take advantage of the pass here and I just pull like this, right? You could easily the other way. Because you have that side, yeah, good. That's your dominant side, right? Again, you know, if I sit straight in front of him, for example, if you just sit guard, right? Just sit to guard, full kind of open guard, quick pass, right? Because both my hands were free. Now because I've taken one arm away from him, let's go ahead and do it again. So normal grip. Like I make this grip, open, pull, drag, make my grip. Super easy for me to get that grip. If you guys don't like grabbing from the elbow, you can also do this one. Break and hold here. Maybe for this side, totally fine. In that case, pull this side, okay? So you're doing like a typical guard pull, okay? Open guard, pull with the foot on the hip, but we're taking the time to find this dominant grip before, and we're gonna place ourselves in a really strong position, okay? Again, same side foot as the arm that I'm holding, because this hand is free. If I put this foot here, he can grab that foot and easily maybe pass the guard as I pull, right? So I'm gonna keep that leg far away from him, recognizing that that's my weak side. Give a good strong pull here as I bend him in half on the hip, okay? As this one's far away from him, I'm gonna bring it back on my own terms and put my foot on his shoulder. So I want him to feel a little vulnerable here. A little bit like he's not really sure what's gonna happen, but you know, it happens so quick. I pull guard and I'm bending him in half. These two grips are super hard to break. And even though it's not a balanced grip where I'm controlling both sides, it puts him in a very vulnerable position because I'm so dominant on this side, right? And I'm being cautious about what happens on this side, right? With that foot stepping on the shoulder or collarbone, I'm going to slip it above and shoot a triangle right away, okay? So my head will start to slip this direction, as we would normally do anyways, as my hips, my foot will climb on these hips, and I give you a nice pinch, hug for our triangle. So this is an optional attack that you can use right off the bat, kind of practicing going into your triangle. For me, I notice a lot of times the person is going to want to posture immediately, right? I don't have a good grip on his head at the moment, so it's very natural for him to want to posture, okay? And when he does posture, go ahead. Look what happens to his hand. It goes into his pocket, and I can easily switch to omoplata, okay? So whether you prefer triangle or omoplata, we're just going to practice drilling into one of those moves, okay? So we're here. Easy to make that grip, right? He probably doesn't suspect too much either. I don't know why you're grabbing that grip. I'm not really sure why. But all of a sudden, he's left with nothing, and I have 100% control on that side, right? Using that one as a shield, so straight and pull, okay? Maybe the head is in front as well. First, I like to do that. So the hip and open this leg far away. So I'm just kind of spinning on my upper back, right? Bring it back in on my own terms. Take a moment here just to pull and kick. Okay, make him feel the bend in his body and a little bit uncomfortable. When you're ready to climb, let that foot slip off, bite down on his back of his neck, and shoot that triangle. Now, if you want to stick with that, cross it, get posture control, go for your finish. But what I love about this grip is with the same grip, we don't have to change anything. I can already move on to the next move. So his natural reaction is here. Look where his hand went from across the body to when he postures. His hand comes to my center. So it makes it a lot easier for me to push into this pocket, into the corner of my hip. And once that hand enters that position, I can easily switch. Now if he continues to posture, I like to sometimes add this little smack down on the back of his head with my leg, okay, really strong to, not really, I'm going to hit very strong, but it's a very strong lever on the back of his neck to make him lose his posture as I eventually finish into figure 4, and I'm ready to come up into my omoplata. Okay, so I just want you guys to go to this point. If you want to go further, you can, but just a little quick intro. Okay, any questions? Let's try spread out, find a partner. Might be best, if possible, we do the best to break into color belts and white belts so we can help each other. Okay, my recommendation if possible. All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.